The gunslinger is always ready. Former Extreme champion Razar Diesel is always ready. There's the bell. The match is now officially underway. They meet in the center of the ring. Collar and elbow tie up. Look at the size differential. Matt Asadar and Razar Diesel. Matt Asadar going to be definitely the more powerful of the two. Look at this hip toss right there. Do you see how far he propelled Razar Diesel across the ring? Look at this. Asadar off the ropes, running senton. Nails it. Flattens Razar Diesel like a pancake. And a fist drop following up. He nailed it. That fist bouncing right off the skull of Razar Diesel. In a matter of weeks, we could be making that comparison a lot more clear between the gunslinger Matt Asadar and Perfection Bryce Ketterly. Bryce with the 28-0 record of being undefeated. There is a whip into the ropes. Razar Diesel hits the ropes, comes off, and Matt goes for the clothesline. Razar ducked underneath. Here comes Razor from the other side. Drop kick right to the head that took the 6'11" gunslinger right down. That's impressive right there. Nice to see members of the VWE universe throwing their support behind Razar Diesel because the guy definitely deserves it. Very spirited competitor. And look at that right there. That rolling elbow right there from the gunslinger Matt Asadar. That just put Razor right on his keister. Dragging him right back to the center of the ring by the foot. And going for a cover. We've got a pin attempt here. We got count of one. We've got two. Only a 2 count. So Matt Asadar is going to have to go right back to work here if he wants to come away with this match with a win over Razar Diesel. It's spelled R-A-Z-A-R. But I always pronounce it Razor in the beginning. And look at that tree trunk-like forearm for the gunslinger right between the shoulder blades of Razar Diesel. Follows it up with a kick to the midsection, doubles him over. Knife edge chop right to the chest. He is just turning it on here against the former Extreme champion. Whip into the corner. Series of knee lifts right to the breadbasket. He's going to feel those in the morning, I guarantee you. Oh, did you see that? Could be a last-ditch effort right there for Razar Diesel, but he just stuck the fingers right in the eyes of the gunslinger. And I don't care how big or powerful you are, a thumb to the eye will certainly derail your progress any point in time. Look at that. Facebreaker right there. Taking advantage of the situation is Razar Diesel. Now, look at this. He's going up top here. Look at that missile drop kick, and it connected. Good strategy on part of Razor. Oh, he's going for a cover attempt here. Count of 1. Count only gets a 1 count. That's a good strategy right there to get the 6'11" gunslinger off his feet because, as they say, everybody's the same size when they're on the canvas. I don't know that that's entirely true, but it's mostly true. And look at this. Razar Diesel elbow drop right to the knee of the gunslinger, which is continuing on with great strategy. If he can take out one of the legs, that'll make it a hell of a lot more difficult for Asadar to execute that 6-shooter that he's known for. Stomping on the body of the gunslinger Matt Asadar, going right back to work. Razar Diesel here. Look at that. Throws that left hand right, follows it up with a right. Here comes Razor off the ropes. He went for the boot right there, but Matt Asadar caught him. Oh, enziguri right there from Razar Diesel. Good move right there from Razor. Here he comes once again off the ropes with the knee drop, and it connects. You see how Razor rolled right through on the follow-through, that knee lift? That's whole Harley Race style right there. Actually, it's Ric Flair. It's not Harley Race. And now it's Razar Diesel's turn to strike with that fist drop. That's a very potent move, I can tell you that. It's one of my favorites. Razar Diesel keeping the pressure on. Drops the elbow right to the midsection of the gunslinger, Matt Asadar, and he is in firm control of the match right now. Razar Diesel is bringing it tonight against the undefeated gunslinger. This is our opening contest here tonight. Still to come, the Misfit taking on the big shot, Benja Nirvana. Look at this. Oh, look at that. He went for it, but it was countered into a power bomb. Look at this. Asadar just caught the man coming right in. Razar Diesel went for that Hurricane Rana. Not happening tonight, says the gunslinger, Matt Asadar. Dropped him right on the spine. Nice power bomb counter right there from the gunslinger. And it's moves like that are largely why he's undefeated. Oh, he's calling for the end right now, but what do we got going on up here? Well, folks, something has come up on the screen here. Oh, check it out. Perfection, Bryce Ketterly in the house. And it looks like he's making his way out here. He doesn't belong here. Folks, don't take your eyes off Razar Diesel here. I got a bad feeling about this. Don't turn your back on Razar, Matt. Oh, Matt, Razar going for the schoolboy roll up here. Count of one, count of two. Only a 2 count. Oh, that was too close for comfort right there. But the gunslinger manages to power it out just before the referee's hand slapped the mat a 3rd time. That could have ended very badly for Matt Asadar, but it wasn't to be. But Razar just runs right into the big boot of the gunslinger. Now, are we going to see that 6-shooter? Matt Asadar keeping his focus on Razar Diesel here, but he's not taking an eye off of Bryce Ketterly, who's on the floor at ringside. He whips Razar Diesel into the corner. Razar hits those turnbuckles hard. He is still staring down there at Bryce Ketterly. Says, what do you need, Bryce? Check this out. Here comes the gunslinger charging in there, but Razar got out of the way at the last instance, avoided the splash of Matt Asadar. Big drop kick propels gunslinger Matt Asadar all the way back to the corner. I tell you what, Razar Diesel is doing a pretty good job of taking advantage of the situation as he sees it right now. He's laying in fists to the midsection that doubles over the gunslinger Matt Asadar. Boy, we thought the match was going to be over, but Matt Asadar showing that power was able to get out of that schoolboy roll-up at the count of 2.999. Here comes Razar charging on in there. And he just ran right into the elbow of the gunslinger, Matt Asadar, and Matt just picked him up by the neck and threw him halfway across the ring up against those turnbuckles. Another display of the power of Matt Asadar now sets the man up on top. This could not be good for Razar Diesel. Asadar is getting set. We could be seeing the suplex from the second rope. There it is. Did you see how far Razar Diesel traveled across that ring? 3/4 of the way. Now Bryce Ketterly is up on the apron. Earl's got to get him out of there. Look, he's cheering on Matt Asadar. I don't believe that. Look at this. Asadar going for a cover here, but the referee is distracted by Bryce Ketterly up on the apron. There's no count. The referee is telling Bryce to get out of here. And Bryce proclaims his innocence. He's just cheering on Matt Asadar. Finally, Bryce back down to the floor. Now Matt Asadar is telling Bryce to get out of here. Is he going back up? He's right up on those steel ring steps. Matt Asadar turning his attention right. Oh, look at that. Jawbreaker right there from Razar Diesel. It looks like he might have slipped in something before that. A little low blow action. Here comes Razor off the ropes again. That last bet, Jawbreaker stunned. Matt Asadar spear off the ropes. Oh my God. Give credit to Razar Diesel for still having something in the tank enough to deliver that spear, taking the 6'11" gunslinger right off his feet. You can still hear Bryce at ringside says that's how you do a spear. Couldn't have done it more perfectly myself. Look at Razor going up top. We could be seeing a moonsault here. He is perched. He is ready to fly. What is going to happen here? Is he going to go for that moonsault? Razar Diesel, he proclaims himself a future champion. Asadar slowly trying to get back up to his feet. He's back up on his feet. He's wobbly as hell, but here comes Razar Diesel. Runs right into the 6-shooter. Oh, my God. Asadar going for a cover count of 1, 2, and 3. Your winner of the contest is the gunslinger, Matt Asadar, still undefeated. That win brings him one step closer to the record held by the man in front of us right here, Perfection Bryce Kennerly, 28-0. Now with the match over with, Asadar can now turn his attention to the man here at ringside, Perfection, Bryce Kennerly. Let's just watch here and see what happens between these two, if anything. Boy, you got to think there's a confrontation between these two in the future. I want to be there for that one.